So, are we live? Is everything okay with the sound, with the internet connection? How are you guys? Look, today I have company. I have Vito and Nicolas. Nicolas, you already know because we made together the alfajor, but Vito is your first time with him. So say hello to Vito. Say hello to everyone, Vito.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello, Nikki. So today I have amazing company to make these sweets that we love eating here in Brazil. I don't really actually know how to call it in English, but we don't even know how to call it in Portuguese as well because it's actually how it's named in English. It's in French it's pâte brisée. In Portuguese is massa podre, but in English it's oh, what is the translation in English?
Rotten better?
No. He's translating for Portuguese, but it's a salty dough that we are going to make. Is those ones that we use in quiche, for example, but we put inside sweet condensed milk. As soon as we are talking about any dessert in Brazil, we use a lot of sweet condensed milk. And we usually do that with kids and to eat during the weekend, but also in Brazil, people sell those ones. Any bakery, you can find those tarts, okay? We have this size here, which is the bigger one, but we also made those tiny, cute ones. Vocês querem comer? Divide com teu irmão. Vem, dá uma mordida e dá outra para ele. So, we love those. Whoa! It tastes so good. So, I really suggest that you am at home, that you invite kids to the kitchen to help you all because it's a really fun recipe to make, okay? So, let's start. Vamos começar, meninos. For the dough, we are going to use 100 grams of flour. You can use cake flour. Nicholas is going to weigh 100 grams, 100 gramas. I'm going to switch from English to Portuguese, so guys, please be patient with me. So, Nicholas is going to scale it, and Vito is going to stir it. Mexer, stir it. Ta-da! And then we are going to add like 3 pinches of salt. 1, 2, 3.
Eu falo errado.
3. So, 3 pinches of salt, small ones, okay? But I'm using salt because we are going to use unsalted butter. But if you use salted butter, there's no need to add salt. Or, otherwise, it's going to get too salty. But for this recipe, it's really important to add salt or use salted butter because... do you understand what I'm saying? Tu entende? No. So, because we are going to use sweet condensed milk as a filling. So it's something actually sweet. If we don't add salt, it's going to be too sweet, okay? So, perfeito. Here we have flour and salt. I'm going to use one, let me take this, just aqui. 1 egg yolk. So I'm going to separate, and I'm going to put with, Nicholas is asking what we are going to do with the egg whites. What we can, que a gente pode fazer com a Clara? O que você pensa?
Aquele negócio que fica em cima do cupcake.
Merengue, meringue. That's a very nice suggestion. The first thing I think
Por cima,
is
não
macaron.
Não é assim, não.
Muito doce.
Muito bom.
Nicholas
A gente pensa em outra
suggested,
coisa.
yes, we can think about something else. But I think about macarons all the time because, yeah, I like them. So we are going to, there's the egg yolk here. I'm going to add 60 gramas, 60 grams. So let's scale here first and then wait. Okay. And then we put. So as you can see, the butter is at room consistency, room temperature, sorry, and at paste consistency. We are going to use 60 grams, okay, of butter, 53, only 2 more grams, only 1 more gram. Ta-da! That's it. That's all. Just add here. Você lavou a mão, Vitor? Lava lá de novo. Vitor is going to wash his hand to be able to smash this dough. The butter is at the perfect consistency to make that. But if you have only cold butter, just put in the microwave like 5 seconds and another 5 seconds, and it's going to be perfect. But do not melt your butter. It's really important for this part. Okay, so Vitor is going to smash. And while he is smashing the dough, me and Nicholas, we are going to set into this little form. Ah, form.
Eu chamo de all-purpose flour, essa farinha aí.
É bom dar uma pesquisada antes.
Pra fazer uma farinha normal.
Isso. Pode ser. Pode. You can. Yes. Pode mexer. So Vitor will make this part, and for these ones, I am using these kinds of not rings, not forms as well. I'm not really sure how to call in English. I need to download the English system because I'm only remember all the Portuguese words, but okay. So we are going to use this, that, but is the one that we call empada, or Portuguese pastel de Belém as well. But we are going to set them here. I'm going to ask Nicholas for help. So, let's put. Vamos começar?
Vocês dizem que tem uma massa pronta já?
While Vito is smashing the dough here, we have one ready, this one, and me and Nicholas, we are going to set in the form. So, to do that, just put a small part of the dough here, and we are going to press with those fingers. Your finger must touch almost the bottom of this form here, okay? And you need to press the sides. It's really important to do that because we want a very thin layer of dough. Do not put too much because it's not going to, yes, but I would press a little bit more.
Ainda mais?
Mais. Like this. Just
Prefiro
put
tirar com a mão.
a little bit more here. A little bit more here. So, just press the sides. Tá dando zoom, Tom?
Eles estão vendo isso nos Estados Unidos?
Sim.
E todos os países.
Nicholas is asking if people from US are watching us, and Tomás just like this. So I really like using like a small knife, and once you press all sides, you just remove the excess of the dough, like this. Remove. This one I'm going to press a little bit more because I want even more thin than that. Dá pra ver, Tom? So, pressing a little bit more. Just a little bit. And I like doing something else, which is I put my fingers like this and I press the edges to make a very uniform, how can I say that?
Shape?
Yes, or a final touch, like this. Something really, really important to keep in mind is not to leave a lot of dough here at the bottom of that. Because sometimes when we leave like this, there's a lot of dough here. And we won't get as much feeling as we could get like in a dough like this. So it's really important. I'm going to press more. How is it? Como é que tá aí, Vitor? Tá bem?
Sim.
So press and remove here the excess of dough. And we are going to give this final touch with the edges. Tada!
Vou fazer só 7, né? Feito da outra vez.
Pode ser.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 com essa aqui.
Ó, faz com a faca, porque o acabamento fica melhor, tá vendo? Aqui ele arranca muito.
Tá.
So, remove here. And I'm going to make one big like this, but I really suggest you to make the small ones because I prefer the small ones. I really like them. So for the big one, we're going to make the same. Let me see. Our dough is ready. Let me just...
Posso pegar a folha?
Pode. A preta, né? So our dough is here. It's really important once you have everything uniform, do not smash it too much with your hands because the butter might melt and you're going to end out with a very soft dough. This is not what we want.
Posso mostrar aquelas que deram errado no meu filho?
Não, a gente vai mostrar as bonitinhas. So, for this big one, just do the same.
Posso enxergar?
Calma, calma, que eu vou explicar ainda, peraí.
Tudo bem.
So, press, press, press. Remove the excess here. I'm going to remove a little bit more because I want very, very thin.
Você vai fazer a pequena redonda?
Pode ser, se quiser fazer um. So, press the edges.
Nossa, como ficou.
And in here. So,
Aqui no meio ficou. Aqui ficou e fez mal.
não tem problema não, é só fazer isso. So, and now we are going to fill them. Let me just remove a little bit more. And then final touch. So, to fill them, we are going to add sweet condensed milk, okay? I'm going to make the first one and then Nicholas is going to finish them. I really suggest you don't put until the top because it's going to boil a little bit, it's going to boil a little bit in the oven. And if we add too much,
Tá bom, sim.
okay, this is the maximum, okay? If we add too much, it's going to boil and ooze out, and it's not going to finish like this. It's really important, okay? So, Nicholas is going to fill a little more,
Tá bom assim ou mais?
pouquinho mais, a little bit more.
Pode ser super fino.
Pode,
Assim?
tá ótimo. Aí você pode encher todas, tá? So, we can make a very super fine one, but we need to make sure that all layers are homogeneous, not one part with a less dough than others. So, like this. Like this. You só faz assim, ó, de dentro pra fora, tá vendo? Dentro pra fora. Porque se você fizer de fora pra dentro, ele vai ficar assim, ó. So, to bake them, I ask you to put in the oven 160 Celsius degrees, okay? With or without fan, they're both going to work. This small one, it took 14 minutes. And this big one, more or less like 18 minutes or maybe 20, but it's really important that you check. This is the color that I like, okay? Like this. Because when we leave this color here, we are sure that the dough is completely baked. So, 18 to 20 minutes, okay, for these big ones, and for small, 14 minutes, around that. Make sure to preheat the oven for like 10 minutes, okay? For any recipe that we do, we preheat the dough. Pode polir com aquela. And you can also freeze this dough here already in those forms. Let me show you how I put in the freezer. Calma. Ó.
Tá dura?
Like this. I do this and I put
Deixa eu ver.
the layers here in the freezer.
Ai, grudou.
So, between them, we just put a plastic sheet between the layers, and then you can put, it's very important to put the plastic sheets not to happen this, for this not to happen. So, Put the
Já
layers
congelado?
and put, and then we put the plastic sheets, okay? You can freeze up to 3 months. And this is something really nice to have in the freezer because once you have someone coming to your place and you didn't prepare anything, this is something nice to put. And you can also use this dough to make salty quiches. You can use cheese inside and bacon inside. It's going to taste delicious. So we are going to put those to bake, but we have these ones ready here because we don't want you to wait at home until we bake all of them. So this is why we have a few ready ones. And now it's time to eat. Vamos comer mais uma?
Sim.
It's time to eat one more. So let's eat the big one.
Pegar a faca?
Não, nem precisa. Quer dizer,
Posso pegar a faca? Eu quero uma pequena.
pode. Você quer uma pequena, é?
Vou te dividir a grande.
Vamos. Aqui mesmo. Deixa eu dividir aqui. Peraí. So I'm going to cut so you can see inside.
Já vou comer, certo?
Tá. So this is how it looks like. Calma, 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 calma. Here. Guys, this tastes so good. Mmm. Mmm.
Delicioso.
Good?
Yes.
Good? Mmm. You can share. No, not this one. We still need to take pictures. You can eat this. So, once you make it at home, please send me pictures because I'm going to show them. It's going to be really nice for them to know that you guys are making at home the recipes that we made here. This is a very nice recipe to invite kids to the kitchen and make with them. They love it. It's very sweet, but it's something nice to eat with kids, okay? So let us know once you make it. And do we have any questions?
No.
No?
Shavna says hi.
Hi, Shavna. Please let me know once you make it, okay? Bye.
Bye.